It's in the little things that build up that make us burst, that make the overwhelm overflow. So if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, or you're feeling frustrated or irritated or constantly on the edge of annoyance, then you're not alone. So today I'm going to talk to you about a very simple practice that can completely transform your experience from feeling pissed off to peaceful. Whether you're at the post office, whether you're in traffic, whether you are waiting anywhere, stay tuned. If you're new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I am the creator of a mental health accelerator program called Uncover the Power Within. If you are interested in learning more about that and working with me more closely, click on the link in the description below. Okay, so today I was waiting at the post office. This was after waiting at the post office for 2 hours the other day. And they were supposed to open at 9, and it was 9:30, no one was there. So between 9 and 9:35, people who were waiting in line at the post office were getting increasingly impatient, as I was. But I noticed something. I noticed at some point that my body was getting really tense, that my breathing was a little more rapid, that me and the people in line were complaining a whole lot about the post office and how it's run, and I was, for lack of better words, pissed off. I had other things to do, I had other places to be. My mind was saying, how dare these people make me wait. I have so much to do, and what the heck are they doing? But I noticed this. I noticed this story, I noticed this body, and because of my practice, and this is something I want to teach you today, I completely transformed being pissed off in the moment to feeling more peaceful, and realized, this has applications to a whole lot of other areas. So what did I do? One thing that you have to know up front is that there is no separation between your thoughts and your physical sensations. So what does that mean? That means that when you are thinking and complaining and irritated in your mind and actually pulling on the strings of your physiology, it's amping up your nervous system. So if you want to cool down your thoughts, you don't just try and cool down your thoughts. That's where we think we need to go. But what we need to do is first recognize we're caught in this pissed off place, overwhelmed place, stressed place. And the first thing we need to do is just name it. What does that do, naming it? That actually brings blood flow to the prefrontal cortex of your brain, which is involved with, lies behind your forehead, and involves impulse control and emotion regulation, and can speak to the emotional center of your brain and say, hey man, cool down. But so how do we do that? So the next thing we have to do is realize it's in our bodies. This lives in our bodies. It's not just the thinking in our heads, even if it's just pressure in your head. So we need to release. So what did I do in that moment? I started literally in line, shaking my body. I was literally shaking my body, and I was taking deep breaths, and I was releasing with my breath. Like as if I was inhaling, noticing where I was feeling the tension in my body, exhaling, releasing. I was also doing gentle stretches just for a moment. And what's the point of that? Is because there was tension, constriction in my body, which was fueling the irritation in my mind. So I started opening that up, intentionally knowing that if I went to my body, I can turn the volume down in my mind, or at least just a little bit, even if it's just 10%. So then that was the release part. So after the release part, what did I do? I refocused. And what does the refocus mean? The refocus is basically saying, now that I've widened the space between stimulus and response, I can refocus. And so refocusing is now me in personal control. I am more aware of the choices that I have. And in that moment, I'm going to choose to ask myself a different question. Why am I going to choose to ask myself a different question? Because when we ask ourselves a question, I did a video a while back that's saying like why our brain is basically like Google and Siri and Alexa. When you ask it a question, it searches for an answer. So I asked the question like, what is it that I'm needing right now? And what I was needing, beyond just releasing the bracing in my body, was I was needing more ease. That's what I was needing. I was needing more ease, more patience in the moment. And then I realized, like, okay, the next thing I need to focus on as well is realizing that there's other people around me. What are they needing? They're needing more of the same. And then what about the people that I'm targeting? The postal workers that I'm really pissed off at, or I have been pissed off at. There's a reason they're delayed or late. And the reason is because who the heck knows? I don't know. But there's definitely a reason. And so what do I want to do? I want to wish them the same thing, because no doubt this is, as soon as these doors open, they're going to get a barrage of people saying, hey, what happened? What the heck is going on here? So I want them to have ease. So I say to myself, may I have more ease, softening my body, releasing with my exhale, right? Cooling down my mind. May you guys have more ease, all the people around me that are waiting in line with me. And then I say, include the postal workers, may we all have more ease. May I, may you, may we all, my body relaxed. It was at its most relaxed state. I went from pissed off to peaceful with a simple practice, recognizing, releasing, refocusing with the question, what do I need? And moving to this 3-step thing that happened afterwards. May I, may you, may we all. Try it out for yourself. Next time you're waiting in line and upset that the person in front of you has 14 items in a 10 item or less line at a grocery store, check it out next time you're waiting longer than you want to at the doctor's office, or you're waiting longer than you want to at the post office. Check it out next time you're in traffic and people in front of you are going slower than you want them to, or there's traffic and you have somewhere to go. Got to focus on what we can control, not what we can't control. And so here is a practice that you can bring to life and move from pissed off to peaceful. It's completely within your power. And once again, if you want to work with me more closely, click on the link below. Actually, I give some free resources down there. Also an entrance to a 21-day to Overcome Anxiety Naturally program, and really my most intimate program, the Uncover the Power Within program. Otherwise, I'm going to leave a great video on the other end of this for you to continue to watch, learn, and grow with. And my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein, and I look forward to being with you in the next one.